Hello, I'm glad to be your teacher at this lesson. I'm Miss Lika.
I'm Mr. Zach, and I'm your teacher too. And this is the 11th lesson. Welcome to the class.
Okay, so we can start.
Yes.
Zach, I remember at the previous lesson when we have healthy lifestyle, you have mentioned 3 points which are very important for healthy lifestyle. Can you remind us?
Of course. So I know that you need healthy food and that you need to sleep enough. And of course, you need exercise. Our topic is sport activities for General English A2.
დღევანდელი გაკვეთილის თემა სპორტული აქტივობები. ზოგადი ინგლისური დონე A2.
And for our agenda today, like always, we'll start with the vocabulary and then move right along to the reading comprehension. And right in the middle there, we will have the grammar. Then we will do some summing up. And lastly, of course, we will have the homework.
გაკვეთილის დასაწყისში ტრადიციულად გაგაცნობთ ჩვენი გაკვეთილის გეგმას. პირველ რიგში, რა თქმა უნდა, ლექსიკური მასალა. შემდეგ გვექნება წაკითხulis გააზრება სავარჯიშოებთან ერთად. რა თქმა უნდა, გავეცნობით გრამატიკას, გავაკეთებთ სავარჯიშოებს, შემდეგ შევაჯამებთ გრამატიკას და ლექსიკას, ანუ ახალ მასალას და ბოლოს საშინაო დავალება.
So Lika, what's your favorite sports? Is it chess?
Oh, yes, I can play chess well, but it's not my favorite one.
Oh, okay. Then what about skiing?
Yes, I like skiing, but I can ski only in winter, so it's not my favorite one.
Oh, okay. And how about cycling?
Oh, cycling is super. I can ride a bicycle in all seasons, so it's great for me. It's my favorite one.
Oh,
and what about you, Zach?
Oh, my absolute favorite is swimming. I love it so much.
Great.
So now let's go on to our first section, the vocabulary. And you can see on the screen all of the new words that we will be discussing today. So first, let's go through each of them one by one.
Okay, let's start.
Let's start.
So, Zach, can you tell me what you see on the picture? What kind of game is it?
Oh, I see chess and I see another board game. Noun.
Board game, სამაგიდო თამაში, არსებითი სახელი. And what's this? So this is some building and the balls. What kind of sport can be played in the building?
Oh, I know. It's indoor sport.
Indoor sport?
Exactly.
So this is დახურული სივრცის სპორტი, არსებითი სახელი. This is noun, right?
Exactly, a noun. And let's repeat it one more time. Indoor sport.
And what about the antonym we can say, because we play outside, yes?
Yeah.
What kind of sport can be played outside?
Oh, I know. It's outdoor sport. Noun.
Outdoor sport. ღია სივრცის სპორტი. არსებითი სახელი.
And one more time. Outdoor sport.
And my favorite one. Can you tell what the word is?
Oh, I definitely remember. It's skiing. Noun.
Skiing. ხილამურებით სრიალი. არსებითი სახელი.
And one more time. Skiing.
And your favorite one?
Oh, my favorite one. It's swimming. Noun.
Swimming. ცურვა. არსებითი სახელი.
And one more time again. Swimming.
Great. And now this is the place where you go for swimming.
Oh, I know. You need this to swim. It's pool. Noun.
Pool. აუზი. არსებითი სახელი.
And one more time. Pool.
Great. Zach, is it an indoor or outdoor sport activity?
Oh, I know it's an outdoor sports activity. It's tennis. Noun.
Right. Tennis. ჩოგბურთი. არსებითი სახელი.
And let's say it one more time. Tennis.
And this is an equipment you need to play tennis.
Oh, you definitely need it for tennis. It's racket. Noun.
Racket. ჩოგანი. არსებითი სახელი.
So now let's move on to our first vocabulary task and look at the pictures and match them with the words.
ლექსიკის პირველ დავალებაში უნდა შეუსაბამოთ ახალი სიტყვები ეკრანზე მოცემულ ფოტოებს.
So for the first picture, you can see the equipment that you need for tennis. It is racket. And for the second picture, you can tell that it's in a building and there's sports things around in the building. It is indoor sport. And for the third one, it is my favorite activity. It is swimming.
Thank you, Zach. Now let's move on to the next slide. And I see on the picture the place where you go for swimming. And this can be, yes, I think you are right. This is pool. And on the next picture, I see a ball, a racket, and we need it to play. Yes, good job. That's tennis.
Great job.
And the third one, my favorite one, so I have mentioned this for several times. This is winter sport activity, skiing. Great. And on the last picture, I see there is some chess or cards. What kind of games can be played there? Yes, its name is board games.
Oh, great job, Lika. And now let's go on to the second vocabulary task where we will guess the words.
ლექსიკის მეორე დავალებაში უნდა გამოიცნოთ სიტყვა.
So, Lika, different games played on boards. Which word or vocabulary word do you think that could be?
Oh, I think the audience has already an answer, and this is board games.
Exactly right.
Good.
And for the second one, types of sports that are played in the building. What could that be?
In the building, this is indoor sports. Good.
Exactly.
And an object for hitting a ball, different sports, for example, in tennis. I hope you remember this word.
I really hope so too. It's racket.
Great. Area of water where you can enjoy swimming.
Oh, and I need this for swimming, of course. It's pool.
Great. A kind of winter sport.
Oh, a kind of winter sport, and I know it's your favorite winter sport. It's skiing.
Thank you. Well done.
Awesome. Now, let's move on to our reading comprehension section. So, Lika, you can see on the picture that there are balls and sports equipment and other things like that. What do you think that the text will be about?
Of course, it should be connected to the main topic, sport activities, right?
Definitely.
Let's see.
Let's see. So, what's your favorite sport activity?
Oh, good question. I really like tennis.
Wow, how well do you play tennis?
My trainer says I play it well and I'm very talented. I want to go practice now, but it's raining outside.
Yes, you won't be able to play in such terrible rain. But I'm able to do my favorite sports activity in both sunny and rainy weather.
Really? What kind of sport activity can be played both in rainy and sunny weather?
You'll never guess. It's swimming. I go to the indoor swimming pool in the evenings. I want to be a professional swimmer one day.
That sounds great. And we are very lucky that there are so many great sport activities to choose from.
Oh, there definitely is. You're totally right. Now let's go on to the first reading comprehension task and see what you remember from the text. So please choose the correct answer.
ახლა შევამოწმოთ, რამდენად კარგად გაიგეთ ეს ტექსტი და უნდა არჩიოთ სწორი პასუხი მოცემული წინადადებებისთვის.
Okay, for number 1, Lika's favorite hobby is A, skiing, B, swimming, or C, playing tennis. Do you remember which one it was? Oh, you're totally right. It's C, playing tennis. And number 2, Lika isn't able to play tennis now because of what? A, rain, B, wind, or C, fog? Oh, totally right. Great job. It's A, rain.
Now the next one, Zach can play some football or swim or ski in both rainy and sunny weather. And what's your answer? Yes, the answer is swim about Zach, right? The last one, Zach wants to be a professional footballer, skier, or swimmer. Yes, of course, he wants to be a professional swimmer. So hope the audience also is doing quite well with us. And let's move on the next slide.
Let's do it. So for our second reading comprehension task, we are going to answer the questions.
წაკითხulis გააზრებისთვის ამ სავარჯიშოში უნდა უპასუხოთ კითხვებს.
So, number 1, can Lika play tennis well? What do you remember from the text? Oh, that's right. It's yes, Lika can play tennis well. And number 2, why isn't she able to play tennis now? Do you remember why? That's totally right. She isn't able to play tennis now because it's raining.
And the next one, why is Zach able to do his favorite sport activity in rainy weather? Yes, just think about the answer. Good, because he can go to the indoor swimming pool.
Yeah, totally right.
The next one, which sports can be played in both sunny and rainy weather? And the answer, indoor sports can be played in both sunny and rainy weather, right?
And number 5, what does Lika's trainer say? Do you remember? Oh, that's right, you're doing great. It's her trainer says she can play it well.
Good job.
So now let's move to our grammar section, where we will discuss can and be able to. So for example, Nick can swim well. So we use the modal verb can to talk about ability. After can, we use the bare infinitive.
გრამატიკის ამ სექციაში ჩვენ განვიხილავთ can-ს და be able to-ს შეძლებას. და როგორც ზაკმა აღნიშნა, გვაქვს მაგალითი Nick can swim well. აქ ითარგმნება can როგორც შეუძლია, ანუ Nick-ს შეუძლია ცურვა კარგად. მოდალურ ზნას can-ს ვიყენებთ შესაძლებლობის გამოსახატავად და ზაკმაც უკვე აგვიხსნა ეს, რომ აუცილებლად can-ის შემდეგ უნდა გამოვიყენოთ ზმნა საწყის ფორმაში. და დავუბრუნდეთ მაგალითს აქ Nick can swim well. ანუ can მოდალური ზნა, რომელიც შესაძლებლობას გამოხატავს და swim ზმნა საწყის ფორმაში.
So now let's move on to the affirmative form of can. So he can swim. And for the interrogative, can he swim? So we must move the modal verb can to the beginning of the sentence to make it a question. And for the answers, yes, he can, no, he can't. And for the negative, he cannot, can't swim. So please take notice that you must add the negative not to the end of the modal verb can.
ახლა განვიხილავთ can-ის სამ ფორმას: მტკიცებითი, კითხვითი და უარყოფითი. პირველ მაგალითში, რომელიც ზაკმა აღნიშნა, he can swim, მინდა შეგახსენოთ, რომ can-ის შემდეგ ზმნა დგას საწყის ფორმაში, ანუ swim არის ზმნა საწყის ფორმაში. He can swim. ახლა განვიხილოთ მეორე შემთხვევა, ანუ კითხვითი ფორმა. Can he swim? ამ შემთხვევაში მოდალური ზნა can გადმოდის წინადადების დასაწყისში. და აქვე გვაქვს მოკლე პასუხები. Yes, he can. No, he can't. და გვაქვს ბოლო უარყოფითი ფორმა. He cannot or can't swim. და აქ მინდა ყურადღება მიაქციოთ. რა თქმა უნდა, ნაწილაკი ნოთემატება მოდალურ ზნას და cannot იწერება ერთად. მოკლე ფორმა can't.
So now, Nick is able to swim now. and Nick can swim now. We use is able to with ability in one specific situation. And we use can with general ability.
ახლა განვიხილავთ to be able to-ს, რომელიც ითარგმნება ასევე როგორც შეძლება. და ზაკმა გვითხრა ორი მაგალითი. Nick is able to swim now და მეორე მაგალითი. Nick can swim well. რა განსხვავებაა? ორივე შემთხვევაში ვამბობთ სიტყვას შეუძლია. პირველ შემთხვევაში Nick is able to swim now გამოხატავს Nick-ის შესაძლებლობა კონკრეტულ ერთ სიტუაციაში. So Nick is able to swim now. და ყურადღება მიაქციეთ, რა თქმა უნდა, ეს ბევრჯერ შეგახსენეთ და იმედია გახსოვთ, რომ to be-ს უკაცრავად აქვს სამი ფორმა am, is, are. და მეორე შემთხვევა, რაც წეღან ვახსენეთ, Nick can swim well, ეს არის ზოგადი შესაძლებლობის გამოხატვა, ანუ Nick-ს შეუძლია ცურვა. ზოგადად შეუძლია ცურვა კარგად.
So now let's move on to the affirmative form of be able to. So he is able to swim. And for the interrogative, is he able to swim? And please take notice that you move the verb to be to the beginning of the sentence to make it a question. In this case, is. And the answers, yes, he is. No, he isn't. And for the negative, he isn't able to swim. So please take notice that we add the negative not to the end of the verb to be. So you make is, isn't.
ახლა განვიხილავთ to be able to-ს სამ ფორმას: მტკიცებითი, კითხვითი და უარყოფითი. პირველი მაგალითისთვის ზაკმა ახსენა he is able to swim. კითხვითში is he able to swim? ზაკმა ხაზი გაუსვა, რომ to be ზმნა გადმოდის წინადადების დასაწყისში. Is he able to swim? და გვაქვს მოკლე პასუხები. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. და უარყოფითი ფორმა he isn't able to swim. აქ ემატება, რა თქმა უნდა, not to be ზმნას.
So now let's go on to our first grammar activity, where we will write true statements about yourself. Use the modal verb can, can't.
გრამატიკის პირველი დავალებისთვის უნდა დაწეროთ სწორი წინადადებები თქვენ შესახებ. გამოიყენეთ მოდალური ზმნა can, ან უარყოფით ფორმაში can't.
So for number 1, my mother speaks English. So we must move the modal verb can to after the subject. So my mother can speak English. And number 2, I sing well. I know I don't, so I will make it negative. So I can't sing well.
Okay, now let's see the next sentence. My sister and dance. So my sister can really dance, and the sentence is my sister can dance. And I hope you are doing these sentences about yourself, right? Good job. Now the next one. My father plays the violin. Unfortunately, my father can't play the violin. And what about your father? Can he play the violin? Okay, good. Now the next, I drive a car. And finally, yes, I really can drive a car. I can drive a car.
Oh, great job, everyone. And for the next grammar section, write the interrogative sentences using the word given.
გრამატიკის მეორე სავარჯიშოში უნდა დაწეროთ წინადადებები მოცემული სიტყვების გამოყენებით, წინადადებები უნდა იყოს კითხვით ფორმაში.
So for number 1, Lika, you to be able to play chess with me now. Can you make that interrogative for me?
Yes, of course. And I hope you are also doing quite well. And please note, in the interrogative sentence, you should put to be at the very beginning of the sentence, and we say, are you able to play chess with me now?
Oh, great job, Lika. And for number 2, he to be able to exercise in the garden. Can you do that one for me?
Yes, the correct answer is he able to exercise in the garden now?
Oh, great job again. And number 3, she can jump well.
So here we should move can at the very beginning of the sentence, and we say, can she jump well?
No, totally right again.
And the next one, they can ride a horse.
And of course, add the can to the beginning of the sentence. So make it, can they ride a horse?
We be able to cook dinner.
Oh, I can do this one. Are we able to cook dinner? So we needed to have the verb to be at the beginning instead of can.
Well done, and hope you are doing also quite well.
Me too. So now we're nearing the end of our lesson. So we need to do some summing up. And you can see on the screen here all of the words that we went through today in our lesson. So let's go through them one by one more time. So the first one, board games.
Samagide tamashi.
And next, indoor sports
Dakhoruli sirtsi sporti.
and outdoor sports.
Ghia sirtsi sporti.
Skiing,
Khilamurebit sriali.
swimming,
Tsurva,
tennis,
chogburti,
rackets,
chogani,
pool,
auzi,
and that is all. And also, we went over in the grammar section, can and be able to.
Yes, and I can ride a bicycle, but I'm not able to do my favorite sport activity now because I'm doing my favorite job in the TV studio.
That's right. And now let's go to our absolute last section, the homework, and write a short description of your favorite sport activities.
საშინაო დავალებისთვის გვინდა გთხოვოთ, რომ დაწეროთ საინტერესო ინფორმაცია თქვენი საყვარელი სპორტული აქტივობის შესახებ.
So Lika, can you give us an example of how to do this homework for us?
Okay, I'll give an example. So, there are different kinds of sport. My favorite sport activity is tennis. I play tennis 4 times a week. I want to be a professional tennis player. I can also ski well. Skiing is my hobby. I'll be able to ski in Godauri in winter. I can also play chess well. I like to play different board games with my friends. I can't swim, but I'll learn swimming in the swimming pool. I'll swim when I go to the seaside in the summer. I think a sport activity is a main part of our healthy life.
Oh, such a great example, Lika. Very
Thank you
good.
so much.
So please send your homework to the address on the screen.
გთხოვთ თქვენი საშინაო დავალებები გამოგზავნოთ ეკრანზე მითითებულ მისამართზე. აქვე მინდა გადაგიხადოთ ძალიან დიდი მადლობა იმ დავალებებისთვის, რაც უკვე გამოგზავნეთ. ძალიან საინტერესო იყო თქვენი ნაშრომები და ველოდებით კიდევ ბევრ დავალებას.
And now I think that's all for today's lesson.
Yes.
And
that's
I
all.
hope you stay active with your sports activities. Let's say goodbye.
Yes, do a lot of sport activities. Stay healthy. Bye.
Bye.